Yes, please. C5, E4, C3, D5, take on D5, take on D5. Queen takes D5, which is okay. Knight F6, castle, castles, rook to E8, rook E7, rook to E6, and here we have it. Rook C1. I was just going to say that this was the old line, bishop E6, bishop G4, knight E4, and I want to capture on F3, right? Rook takes D8. Question of time. E6. Well, I want to capture on E4. Now, again, this knight went to F6. Well, I want to capture on E4. C6. Knight C3. Bishop takes C3. D4. Queen C7. Bishop C4. Bishop on B3. A6. Bishop D6. So I'll try Queen E2. Knight jumping to D5. Rook D3. Absolutely. And Knight B4 has been played, by the way. Bishop takes E6. Oh, bishop E5. Sorry. Well, it's that clock. B6, D3. c6 castles, maybe just the move g5. Well, here I would probably begin with h3, knight a6, the bishop on e3. Well, bishop b7, knight f1. Okay, c4 takes d5, e6, knight takes e6. d4 was played, queen c7. Of course, you just simply want to play bishop to e3. No. Okay. Check. 0-0. c5. So knight c6, bishop b2, bishop to e7, castles, knight b4, knight e3, and I want to capture on f3, 1 e4, and let's go. Well, I want to capture on e4, b6, knight f5, queen c8, queen c7, knight f5, and g4, queen c8. This bishop on e5 is a very powerful bishop. f4, f6, question of time. No. c5, d6, bishop takes g7, so knight c6. Suppose I did something like knight f6, e3, h3, and then came d5. Queen e5, queen to e2, by the way. And I want to capture on f3, knight c6. Again, got knight e7, knight b8. I don't know, play queen c8, and then question of time.
Once you're superior in endgame to
So
someone,
I
you could
I
basically
predicted
beat
that.
them.
Count pieces. Okay. d5, d3, took on e4. What to play now? Bishop e2, take on d3, take on d3, knight f6, knight f3, knight c, knight c6, okay. e5, what, knight c3, queen d4, knight take d4, but no. d5, d3, take on e4 now. What to play now? Bishop e2, knight c3, e6, d5. His decision, but I think he should take on c3. Yes. Looks not very nice. Bishop e8, very logical move now. But no time. But no time. And now what? c5 most probably. Knight f3. Yes, make some threats. Can I take on d6? Very is question also. Queen e2, short castle. Rook d1. So, yes, pawn b6, bishop g5, bishop on b7, yes. But d6, d3, e6, knight going on c6, bishop e3, f6 of course, e5, f5, why not d5, e take d5, bishop take d5, knight g4, c5, d5, yes, bishop d2, castle, rook e1, bishop f6, solid move, f3, tempo move, king h1, queen f3, queen h4, queen h3, or bishop g3. I will remove my pieces from all threads, but no time. c5, e4, c take d4, knight c3, what else? Bishop d3, h3, I guess. Knight take f3, check. So knight d5, bishop take f6, simple take on e3, yes. g6. After this idea, f4, bishop g7, take on e5, rook f8, sharp, but g5, d3, he must know something, but why not take on g4? Okay, c4, yes, e5, bishop d2, f6, of course, queen e2, long castle, of course, he played. h3, knight b4, he can, knight take b4, he must know something, but why not take on g4? Where is c5 move? c5 idea, more active idea. Rook c4 immediately, but no time. c6. What to play now? Bishop e2, d4, knight g6, d take e5, knight take e5, rook e1, knight take e5, d take e5, king h1, bishop b6, long castle I suggest. Rook e1, bishop e3, knight h5, bishop take b6, take on d3, queen e2, knight take e1, rook d2, rook, yes, b5, c5, pawn on a4, should take on c4 by bishop, a5. What to play now? But no time. Pawn on c5, of course, but very fast playing. What to play now? Uh-huh. c5, knight c6, trying to cut also. Bishop take d6, take on c6. f4, what else? Castle should play faster. c4 maybe. a4 should play. Capture on b2. Rook f2. Okay, bishop d4, why not? Some decision I don't like this before move. Now all queen side pawns became weak. Bishop e4. What about the b5 move? But c5. He missed bishop f4 and now he is losing. e3. Knight f6. Queen a4. Check. Bishop d7. Bishop e7 or bishop g3. I will remove my pieces from all threads. Bishop f8. Yes, bishop d3. Right. Or bishop d6. Bishop d6. Take on c6. Take on c6. Knight f3. Put knight on d5. Most probably b6. Yes. Put knight c3. Bishop f1. e5. D take e5. D take e5. Knight c5. I am ready. Most probably knight e2. Knight e4. Practically best chance. Knight g3. Bishop f3. Okay, f4 move should be right. Bishop take f6. Take f6. King f7. Thinking now. Yes, what else? Knight h4. Take on g5 most probably. What now? g4. Check. But no time. But c5. Maybe e6. Knight c3. Short castle, yes. Bishop e3. Not draw. Knight c6. Rook e8. Queen e2. Knight d4. Queen d1. c4. Most probably, yes. Knight h5. King h1. d4. Queen e2. Queen c6. Check. Queen f3. Bishop h4. Yes. Queen take f3. But no time. Yes. b6. d3. Short castle, yes. Knight d7 cannot play. Not working. What about c4? g5, yes. C take d5. Can I take on d6? Very question also. Knight f6 looks most probably like this. Check, yes. King h8, take g5. Bishop take f4 maybe. Bishop e5, bishop take f6. Rook e7, bishop f6. Now f5, rook on g3. But no time. Very c5 move, c5 idea, more active idea. e4, e take f4, knight f3. Okay, knight c3 here. Take f6, bishop take f6. Knight e5, queen d2, knight take f3. Queen d7 of course. Check. Rook e8. Gave check. Queen take on e8. King g2, king g2. Bishop c6. King g1 also. Yes. Queen take f3 should be maybe king f1. More safe move. Safest move in position. d6. What he will play? G6. C3. D6. Rook E1. Okay, D5. Look, should play D5. Bishop H6. What's his idea? So, yes, Queen D1. Knight E3. Bishop take F3. Knight take E3. Simple take on E3. Bishop on B7, yes. Rook F1. E take D5. G3. Play D4. F4 maybe. Maybe Bishop G2. Queen F3. Queen F6. F take G6. Very interesting decision. In G3, yes. But no time. C5, knight F3, D5, knight E5, yes. Bishop D3, knight take F3, maybe short castle. Bishop take F6, bishop take F6. Bishop E6, yes. Queen D7, yes. I can take on C5. Bishop take D5, queen take E5. Rook FD8, knight E5. Why a knight E5 cannot? But and play, for example, C5. Take on D6, F6, of course. F5, he played F5. Knight B5 now. King F7. So knight D4 or bishop D6. Bishop D6. King G7, yes. Check. King H8. Rook G8. So yes, but no. D6, D3. Why not D5? Bishop E2. Took on E4. Bishop D2. Take on D3. Bishop E7. Knight C6. Rook E1. Knight B4 and yes. Bishop D2. Bishop E3. C4. Want to play now? Bishop E2. But no. Okay, D5. Look, should play D5. Knight C3, E5, maybe knight E4. Bishop D3, bishop take F3, queen H4. G3, queen H3, bishop G2, F3, queen D4, check. Bishop E3, not draw. Bishop E6, or rook A, E8, rook take E1. Why not? So time running and rook E2, yes. Normal move here looks like C3. Yes, but no. C5. Knight c, knight c6, okay. Knight f6 looks most probably like this. So knight d5, maybe knight e4. Take on d6, king f8, maybe knight e4. g6 castle. What about queen e7? Take f6, knight f7, bishop h3, take f6, but no time. d5, take on d3, rook e1, rook e8, of course, rook e8. Now positional idea, bishop take on c3, so you should also not allow rook somewhere e3, king g3, knight e5, king g3, rook g1 looks winning. Check, and this checkmate, yes. Very c5 move, c5 idea, more active idea. Knight d4, knight take d4, bishop e3, queen take b7, rook e8, give, check, knight c4, king g8, d5, a3, b4, h5 looks strange, d6, bishop takes c5, rook b8, a4, rook take b7, but no time. d5, d3, take on e4 now. Knight c6, trying to cut also. Knight take f3, this check. Put knight on d5 and queen d7. Okay, queen d7 is... Pawn on c5, of course, but... Take on d4, bishop g3, e4, queen c2, knight f6, not looks right decision. Take f6, check, bishop take f6, bishop take d6, take on d6, knight take f3, bishop take h7, check. Oh, king h8, yes. Can I take on d6? There is question also. Okay, knight d4, a3. Pawn on c5, of course, but he takes c5, knight c6, trying to cut also. e5, bishop d3, knight f6, knight take e5, maybe bishop g4, e5, knight d5, rook f1, knight takes c3, knight take b4, rook d8, rook b1, take on d3, c3, simple take on e3, let him take on f4, queen g5, check, in f3, but knight h6, d3, don't believe it's right idea, a5, knight f3, rook a6, bishop e2, but no time. c5. I think white is better. Okay, knight c3 here. C take d4. Knight e4, d6. But no time. But no time. d6, g6. Yes, bishop g4, knight c6. So knight d4, c take d4, c5, d5, b4. Yes. So rook take e2. Take on e4 now. Rook e8, of course. Rook e8, queen d8. Check. King g7, yes. Take on a7, bishop f6. Solid move. Queen f1, yes. f4. Take on d6. Or bishop g3, I will remove my pieces from all threads, but no. Knight f6 looks most probably like this. d5, queen c1, took on e4, bishop h6, he is using. Bishop take d5, rook d1, knight c6, trying to cut also. b3, knight d4, e4, unbelievable move. Bishop take e4, Queen f3. Queen take f3. Yes, resign. And play, for example, c5. d6. Queen f3. Maybe e6. Queen h5. Knight f6 position, yes, lost. Take on h7 even. Rook take h7. Resign. Very c5 move. c5 idea. More active idea. Bishop b5. Take on c6. Short castle. Rook e1. Knight f5. Yes. Short castle. g4. Knight g5. He must know something. But why not take on g4? g3. Take on g5 most probably. What about g6 right move? Take on g5 most probably. Sharp move. Bishop take g5. But no. c6, d3. Bishop e2. What else? Castle should play faster. Bishop e3. Not draw. Should take on c4 by bishop. At least I can take on c4. Knight b2. And rook b1. C take b5. What about knight d6? Knight d6 trying to put knight in center. c6. Yes. c7. Rook c8. Maybe rook c6. He need to play knight e8 maybe. Mate